That's
Nice to meet
Giedre with
you.
my beautiful business partners and business owners, Sarah from Italy and Joanne all the way from Australia. How are you, ladies?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, good. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Happy
Very
Tuesday.
well. Yeah. And Sarah, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Can,
loud and clear. Thank you, Giedre. I am
okay.
doing
I
very
have you
well.
frozen.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great.
I don't
Everything's
touch,
good
I
here?
won't touch anything. Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
So I just want to introduce you, maybe, or maybe you want to introduce yourselves. I don't know. Sarah is a tour guide, a mom, and a beautiful business, a successful and beautiful business owner. And Joan, I always mess up with the name. And Joan is a registered nurse in Australia. So, and myself, I am a massage therapist running a studio here and Lithuania in Europe, as well as Sarah. So we all from different walks of life and different how you say professions, and we still met in this beautiful platform and running our businesses, digital businesses. So I was thinking to talk about what we have learned today. What we have learned in our business in a digital journey so far. So, Joan, would love to hear from you. How is your journey is going, and what have you learned so far?
Oh, wow. Thank you, Giedre. This journey, first of all, has been a journey that I enjoy, I love, but more importantly, because I'm an introvert and I'm shy, believe it or not, it's been one of those journeys that has brought me out, and I've learned to be confident. I've learned a lot about myself because you get to know yourself better, and they encourage us to get to know ourselves better. And I have to say I've learned a lot about myself. Now, I'm not tech savvy and I've had to do a lot of tech things, but those I've enjoyed learning because as a nurse, you are sort of comfortable, you know the job and you know how to do that. And you really get comfortable. But this has pushed me out of my comfort zone and has pushed me to learn new tech things, new new things that I would not normally have looked at. I have to say I've learned a lot about social media as well. Yeah.
Have you been active in social media before?
No, let's say I used to be one of those who come onto Facebook and scroll all the way, and I wouldn't allow myself to learn any other platform. So as everybody was going on and on about Instagram or TikTok or anything else, I was like, no, I'm happy with Facebook. And I would
Okay.
come on there, scroll all the way, but never really get to know more about it. But I've learned a lot about how Facebook works, how Instagram works, how TikTok. And the other
Okay.
day, someone was showing me Snapchat, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So
So
yeah.
you are now not only scrolling, you're actually leveraging the social media. Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So now I get to tell people about our digital business. I get to interact with people. And guess what? I get to help other people who are doing the same thing I used to do. So that makes the difference for me that I'm no longer on social media just scrolling through, but I'm helping other people leverage that and also leveraging it for the business. So it's been a game changer and it's been good.
It's so awesome to hear that, because really we are on social media like in the silent way, or like
Yeah.
just on the like just looking from the corner, but we are there. So now when you and the way you said that you're introvert, that you're shy,
Yeah.
when you know the reason why you're doing that, you
Yeah.
can kind of learn new skills, isn't it?
Yes, yes. In
Yes.
fact, I have maybe a couple of days ago, a friend of mine was telling me, but does it require you to be on social media all the time? And I said, pretty much. And she was scared about being on social media. And I said to her, no, we are on social media to either educate, inspire, or entertain. And I tell you what, being there to inspire other people to change their lives, for me, gives me a purpose and gives me an incentive to actually keep coming back to social media and to learn more about it.
Oh, I couldn't say the better way, like you put it. So it's really when you see meaning in that and the purpose, it's totally different way of looking at social media, and it's not only
Yes.
purposeless, but purposeful. And
Yes.
it's so nice to hear that. And really, when you know why you're doing that, it's not just being there; it's actually making a change. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that, Joan.
Thank
And
you,
Sarah,
Giedre.
what about you? How do you feel about social media?
Oh my gosh. Well, talking about the things that I've learned, I've definitely learned a lot about social media. Just as Joan, I was not active at. I had a Facebook account, of course, and I had an Instagram, but I was not really much into posting much. I was just mostly into scrolling and just like very passive, right? Um, I learned, through this business, because what I was looking for is like, as everybody's looking for, is extra income. I'm working as a tour guide in Venice, and I work seasonally, so I wanted something to to even out the cash flow, basically. But gosh, when I came across this, I was like, oh, okay, there's actually social media is used for so much more than just passively scrolling and watching cat videos, which I love. But I
We
can
all
get
do.
trapped down the cat video hole so many times, and the dogs and stuff like that. It's so funny. But you really got to be careful, because when you're working on social media, you're also learning a lot about time management. And I'm like,
Oh,
is a huge one for me. I'm still battling with, but it's a skill to learn for sure. And
It is.
less scrolling, more like purposeful. I don't know how do you say what, like more purposeful. Like you're going into social media to then put out your message and make it a meaningful and purposeful, or however you want to say it, message. And then try to get out as fast as you can with those videos. Okay, you have your little fix of like cat videos or whatever it is that that keeps you smiling. But yeah, I've learned that time management is really, really important when you're working on social media. I've also learned so much more about myself, right? Because it's the really cool thing about this whole platform that we work on is, like, we're sending out a message, right? We're sending out a message. What we're doing, we're not selling anything, but we're just promoting the business platform, right? But in order to promote anything, right, you need to really know also what you are about too, right? You have to be a believable person. You have to, nobody is going to pay attention to you if you're like confused and you're stuck in your, I don't know, maybe you're unsure about yourself, or if you have some sort of issues that you have to go over. So, if people can smell that like a mile away, when you're not being your true self, and they'll just keep scrolling, right? Just keep scrolling. And when you sort of just show your sincerity, right, and not be afraid to show your sincerity, and it definitely helped me to sort of zone in on, right, what the whole purpose behind it, right, which is just finding your why you're doing it, and you're learning about yourself in the meantime. Because you can say, oh sure, I want to do it because I want to spend more time with my kids. Okay, that's fine, but you got to dig deeper, right? You got to go, okay, why do you want to spend more time with your kids, right? And you've been missing out blah blah blah, I don't know, because you've been working. And then, okay, why are you working, and why, just keep going, and just keep digging. And it's just interesting to see how when you have your purpose, right, when you have you finally find that, okay, I am this, and this is what I'm doing. And all of the rest, like all of that noise that you had in the back of your head about what will people think, oh my god, can I say this, can I not say it, all of that just becomes like, how do you say, static, and just moving forward without worrying about judgment. That's a huge thing that especially on social media, where everybody's checking everybody out. You gotta just not worry about it, and just go on your journey, and just keep going, because you're in the right place, and you're with the right people, and that gives you more strength to go along. I could go on all day about this, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I could listen to you all day as well, because it resonates with me as well. When you're saying that you learned a lot about yourself, and I think Joan will agree with that as well. I mean, like, when you actually find that voice you want, that message you want to spread, it becomes so much easier, isn't it? Like, because there is a learning curve involved, and sometimes you try to fit in that social media, and you're trying to maybe look around and see how people behave and stuff like that. But in the end of the day, we are kind of in the people's business, and authenticity, that's the thing which gonna attract people. And we are in attraction marketing as well, because we don't have we don't do any direct selling in this. So we're kind of yes, and it's very vulnerable place to be as well, because you cannot put that mask, or pretend to be somebody else, because your purpose is to work with people afterwards, after they connect with you. So you cannot be like this and then so you have to be real all the way.
Yes.
and that's what we do. That's why it's kind of when I'm getting messages and but maybe it's too many people already doing this and stuff like that. I'm like, no, because nobody gonna work with people you will work, because they will connect with you, they will be inspired by your story, and that's why Joan's audience, they mostly probably in the health section, because they feel her, they know her, like Sarah probably with moms, because that's the way she works. And my I don't know, single town ladies but we all in different areas and walks and ways in life, and how you say that, stages in life as well. So we all go through our stuff. And for myself, what I learned is confidence as well. I will just add on that. And the other thing is that I don't have to do it on my own, that I can ask for help. And that was such a personal push for me, because it's so hard for me to ask for help. Like it's close to impossible, but because with all the help we actually get, so sometimes I just need to push myself, just to strategically ask for what I really need, not just to observe. And it's there, it's here, like everybody's willing to help, everybody's sharing their stories, because it's a safe place, it's a safe place to grow. So that would be my biggest takeaways, so that you don't have to be alone. And again, you get those answers, and of course it boosts your confidence, and that's all about it. Like when you start being real for yourself, with yourself, it's so much easier to communicate that message to the world. And you don't really need a whole world, you just need a couple of people.
That's right. You don't need to attract everybody. And another thing I obviously will add is the techie side. Like, when I was like, okay, I don't know anything about, doing this, but it doesn't matter. Like you said, you have so much help. And I learned how to use like different platforms. Now I'm doing like videos on TikTok, like I was like, oh my God. I just hope that my teenage boys don't see it. Something that I shouldn't care about it. I know. And I do them anyhow. I don't care. But it's just like really funny because my one of my sons is like, "So, Mom, what are you doing online?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my digital business." Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And he like, like, okay. And like he had this little bit of a smile on his face. I was like, okay, so I'm in the cool zone now, like, because before they used to like go, oh no, I'm unfollowing you, like, oh God, please unfollow me, just leave me alone. And so that's one thing, right? Like, you can actually choose who wants to see you or not. Like, a lot of people say, oh, I don't want my family member seeing me doing this. So you don't have to worry about that because you can pick and choose who wants to see you. That's the beauty of
Yeah.
social
And
media.
it goes both ways, you don't have to follow them either. Like, like so, like we all
Don't
when
follow
when you are ready to hear me, I'm here, but maybe I won't be ready to hear you. So it's not.
Yeah. And then
So
we learn all of the techie stuff. Like I never knew how to use Canva before. Gosh,
never heard of it either.
CapCut and that. I was like, what the heck? And once you just like when I started initially, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to take me forever. And then just you got to take a little bit of time to learn the things. But then once you get the basics down, it's like, oh, and then it's all very intuitive, right? And you have everything that you need anyhow on the platform to learn. So yeah,
and
there's
it's so easy accessible from your phone as well. You don't have to do it like on the computer or like it's up to you how you want to run it. And all the platforms. But in a way, like Facebook was an alien, like a few years ago, not a few years, probably 10 years ago. But I mean, like we didn't know how to use that either. But now somehow, we were there, and now it's a little bit a different way to use that. It's to make something out of it, and to be purposeful.
One thing, it's true. One thing that's really cool is like we are without even wanting to, but we are even evolving alongside with everything, right? Being a part of this digital world, we're learning so much so fast. Like I'm like talking about AI. I remember last year even AI was just coming out, like the real ChatGPT and all that stuff. And now we're like, we're using it like nothing else, or other AIs that we have at our disposal right at our fingertips. So it's just so cool how
and it makes life so easier.
And we're like, I mean, myself, I'm a mom to 2 teenage kids and a 6-year-old girl. So I mean, it's funny when you think, so there's always a misconception. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's my connection, but like what was the last thing you said? I lost you after kids.
Oh, that's okay. Oh no, I was just saying. Can you hear me?
Yes. Maybe it's my connection. Maybe it was.
No problem. I was just saying that it's always a common misconception, especially for people my age and like the 40s and 45s, 50s, 60s, sort of thinking that okay, they missed the train, sort of thing, and there's no all that social media stuff is for the younger people. That's just like, what? No, it's just so easy to get into, right?
Mindset.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to have the right mindset to put yourself out there. I really want to have something, to change your situation. So,
it's not the age. That would be mindset and willingness to grow and change, definitely, because we have so many beautiful success stories within our global community where age shows once and once again that it doesn't say anything. We have a job quitters for age 23, and we have like starting business and running it successfully at age 60. 70, like So all that is open. But the thing is that if you are concerned about age, choose different platforms. Facebook probably is for our generation, and let's say maybe Instagram, maybe it's for younger, maybe there is something else now, I don't know, TikTok. But even though, I mean, like you have choices, but you easily can be on any platform, like really.
you attract who you want, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's for everyone.
Actually, yeah. Mindset has actually been very big for me as well, because
Totally.
it's so easy to just sit down and say, I can't do this. This is too hard. I can't be on social media. I can't do this. But when your mindset shift, and we have great training in our business community where we learn a lot about mindset. But once you keep learning about this mindset, you quickly switch from I can't to I'll try. Let me see how this goes. Instead of always saying, no, I can't be on social media, or I can't post, or I can't choose this platform, or I can't do that. You quickly change from I can't to I'll try. Let me see how this goes. And, you ask questions and you put yourself out there, and, quickly you learn. So actually, mindset has really been a very big thing for me, to change from all the negativity that I would see in a situation to see positivity in, most of the situations. Yeah.
I love you talking about that, like seeing the stepping stone, not on an obstacle, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and the wording, that's brilliant.
Mm.
It's from no, I can't to I will try and see. I
Yes.
love
Yes.
that. Oh, that's such a beautiful way, probably to end on this high note. And
Yes.
I'll encourage everybody to come and see and learn and have a look. We can't. It's easy, but
Yeah.
to see and test and try and have a look for yourself. I'm not. It's not for everybody. Obviously, nothing is for
Yes.
everybody. But not to have I don't know, to give yourself a chance to actually have a look and check it. I mean, I think it's a loss. What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, totally. Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. That's it's worth a try. I mean, if you're at all curious to know about how it works, I mean, there's no harm in getting more information. And of course, obviously, if there's no obligations or whatnot. I mean, information is power, as they say, right?
Yeah.
When you use it.
Yeah, yeah. When you use it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, honestly, if you're out there and thinking, I can't do this, or I want, this is too much, try it. You don't know what you can't do until you actually take that first step and try. Take that leap of faith and try. If an introvert like me can be on social media and can sit here and have this conversation, absolutely anyone can do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That's sweet. And yeah, it's so encouraging because I'm not social. I wasn't social media person, and I'm not really am still. But and I'm not active on my personal Facebook. So you don't have to do it on your personal page if you don't want to. But well, when you know why you're doing that, it just becomes your second nature, I suppose.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, thank you, ladies. It was such a pleasure to have you on board today,
Thank you.
and I'll hopefully, and not hopefully, I'm planning on to have you again very, very soon because it's such a
Yeah.
pleasure to spread and share, with other, inspire other beautiful women, who are maybe on the looking for something for the change, and they just need an inspiration. And we're totally three different people, and we are met in the same pool, and we are happy in the different ways. But again, it's the same kind of to find purpose. That's what we are for here. And reach out to Joan or Sarah or myself whenever you have any questions, and we will be glad to have you on board.
Oh, yeah.
And show you what's that on the other side. So thank you, ladies, and I planning on seeing you next week too.
Yes.
For sure.
Bye.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.